Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. Um, another week, another batch of episodes. I've been trying to do about 3 episodes a week. I was planning to do 4. I plan to do it from Tuesday through Thursday. Hopefully record on Fridays and then edit on Mondays. That's kind of the rhythm I have going right now, so I think that's fine. I wanted to do 4 episodes a week, but the content of the episodes tends to be, some decent chunks in 15 episode segments. And then, I've been only doing it per day. I know the game changes here in a little bit to where it's not so daily routine, so we might have to change the format when that comes to it. But until then, let's enjoy, pull up a chair, or lay in bed, whatever you do, and get real warm, get comfortable, and let's play this game. Sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber into an unpleasant state of wakefulness. I linger under the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as to why I already haven't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School is surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and the culture shock still hasn't faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they're gonna let me get away that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So, eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym classes at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I'd order some to cover such a contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way. A bit like me. After all, if I'm gonna start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. My mic fell. After all, if I'm gonna start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape, along with what little I can do to strengthen my heart. Maybe then I can go back to something approaching a normal life, or at least something where I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. And legs I've definitely heard before. The prosthetic-legged girl who bowled over me in the hallway yesterday is running on the track lively, like a mechanical gazelle. That's weird. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps around what somewhat easy lope, her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine, and the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog just like he is oppressing me. I'm sure if that was the case, there'd be a lot more people here, right? Like, a lot of people probably need the exercise. So, sort of. But if it's like, if they have to, right? So I don't know. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health, and his is prompting me to do so. And even with things being the way they are, it's only because I wanted to get out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape was a merely happy accident. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her last lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning. Your name is Sasao, right? Twin Tails girl. He doesn't even remember her name. She grinned, seemingly pleased that she'd remember my name. You may not remember me. Emmy, I knocked you over in the hallway yesterday. How could I forget such an blunt introduction? Emmy has a decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great. I'm not sure if she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? Oops. That's right. Oh. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What, are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is just more like a relief. I was afraid he would have someone watch my every move. Unless you're here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I'd seen a messy-haired transfer student who looks like he's kinda lost around the track. So, why are you down here? Amy strikes a dramatic pose. Training. For what? Track? What else, bro? Ah, I see. You're on the track team then? Emmy nods enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners, too. Yeah, no shit, you have fake legs. Can't get tired. And modest about it, too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know? I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm not into organized sports, you know? It's true, I've never really even got that much into soccer. I mean, I'd run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. I see. Not into that whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're gonna run together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased. Are you gonna warm up? Real men don't warm up. What does that mean? Oh no, you should always warm up. Bad as hell. Jesus. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. She laughs suddenly. Heck, I don't even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving a passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go. So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Do they really run that way? I always ran the other way around track. I've always seen people run around the other way around track. Am I crazy? Is that a Japan thing? I have no idea. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into a run with a sort of wild abandon. Sorry, I have the hiccups really bad. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? And something about hitting the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I try to match my stride to Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Do I run with the tips of my feet? I think I do. That's weird. Apparently, I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm not really feeling up to more than a couple of laps today. I'm slow to walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah, I'm not really in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is that you started, right? Next time you just have to try to hold out longer, and then longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm gonna go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I notice that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Sal. Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I'll admit that I do feel slightly good about getting out this morning. And like Emmy said, I just need to keep at it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. It's nice, at least, to feel like I've taken some semblance of control over my own health. I'll have to try to keep this up. Nice. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform. Try to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running. I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine and getting into school before the morning rush. What? Did I fuck that up? I feel like I messed up that sentence. After a long shower anyway, I dry myself off to get out of the stall to put on my clothes. Oh, fuck. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears in the mist. Looming radiation, malicious intent, bursts through the fog. He's got the fucking leaf. I remember this. I love this scene. Zep. What are you doing in here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but hold my tongue back. Finally realize I'm still naked too, and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are all fogged up, but then, why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad it's like he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know, your room, and yeah, that's it. I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as his window pane-sized glasses. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Actually, somehow it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked. Saying nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I try to brush the feeling off with little success. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why did you need it? Can't you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint. And, in the end, isn't that the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense, as if the thought that counts I should withhold payment since his thoughts are so clearly impure that his intentions are probably even more sinister, since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm offended, man, but that's your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza, and I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest. I get some of that pizza too, right? No. Are you serious? Yeah, I would give you some, but you have class, and you don't have time to eat pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy and then eat it. It's not that easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you and want the pizza. They'll ask for a slice. I said, and the pizza, whatever. It's hard. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants peace. Then you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It happened before. That's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that people who wrong me and order pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. Can't go outside and buy my own pizza. That's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened last time I went without carefully planning out in advance. I was outside. Can't remember what I was doing. Something. Standing? Maybe wondering how I got there. And then, out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting the sky. It's how you split a sandwich in 2 equal pieces to make them manageable whole to eat. A bird crapped in my head. What the fuck is this? This whole sequence. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he just trying to keep up momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. Was there a bug in here? What the hell? It was like the opening of some kind of anime show. You know how there's always like a part where the main dude's fighting his rival? They fly at each other and clash swords like big dramatic colored oars and zoom. It was like that, but with poo. Okay. So yeah, I just need some money. Please? Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need 1,000 yen. I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Ah! Kenji winces. It's 400 yen, bro. It's not that much. Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow, a particularly disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money being your brother's arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what female porn stars make? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a porn star, on the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight off the feminist agenda. You can't even spot your crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This feminist agenda stuff again? This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly, and they'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. Kenji, my man. You just said you don't take them lightly. Well, I mean, don't take them lightly for big things. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, like a big war with men on one side and feminist forces on the other side, it would be pretty ugly. And that day will come when the feminists come out their central top-secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, "It's on now, motherfuckers!" You're being ridiculous, and no big worldwide feminist headquarters building where would they even hide that? I mean, it would have to be massive. You could hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with only women in it. Who said it was on Earth? I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in a mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. He can't see me from the distance anyway, which unfortunately means that he just has to keep ranting on without any regard of sense or sensibility. Yeah, there is a war going on, a war that not many know about, but it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass our own known world. Then we'll have to pick sides. We only have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. Bloody battlefield, vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up, and I thought this cause was silly. When I grew tired of this bleakness of our fight, when I mistook the time of power, went up for a feminist raid, and thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would all be over, and then I was like, whoa, and then I was like, well, I had to get serious. Because I am the last sane man in an insane world. It's about duty. Must be a pretty crappy movement if it's all on hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom to another naked guy. So, can I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's cold because I'm still naked and I want to go to class, so I agree to spot him the money. Awesome, dude. Thanks. You should go bowling later on. Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There's almost no women bowlers either, making it also the manliest sport. I think it's equal opportunity. I think that's like one of the sports that's like, you could throw men and women together in like a bracket and it's fine. Should I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes or the pastel green with flower accents? There are bowling clothes? Maybe. Anyway, you'd better pay me back. I could pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have the time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class and you're kind of in the way. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up. I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. Time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time really has come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to. And what does that mean? It's a big bathroom. So? I have to be alone or else I can't go. The pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I love Kenji, dude. I give him my practice frown, and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He doesn't either care or see anyway, and I get dressed up and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Feels like it. Jesus, man. Time... that is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to get to class.